At the start of this pandemic, through my Gospel According to Superheroes project, I started to go through the Chronicles of Narnia. And before I got here to St. Michael's, I was working through The Magician's Nephew, the first book in the series. When I got here, I finished that book up with you all, and then we got started on The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. In fact, pretty soon, shortly after the Christmas season has ended or is getting ready to end, we will have in fact finished The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I say this because both of these books are vital for us in getting a sense of understanding what it is that our gospel reading is saying to us today. That gospel reading being the very beginning of John. These two books by C.S. Lewis help us understand why this reading is being read today, why this reading is so important to the birth narrative of Jesus Christ. In the stories of Narnia, we always get the involvement of this mysterious figure, Aslan. He's this lion who comes in and helps Narnia in its hours of need, in its times of trouble. And in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, we see Aslan make a deal with the evil white witch. And in this deal, Aslan sacrifices his own life for the child Edmund. Even though Edmund very much, at this point in time, does not deserve this gift. This is the same sacrifice. This sacrifice Aslan makes, it is the same sacrifice as what Jesus makes for us. And while Aslan is making this arrangement, making this deal with the White Witch, they make reference to the deep magic, which was set upon Narnia at the start of its creation. And we're told this was set there by the Emperor beyond the sea, the ultimate ruler of the world, of this world in which Narnia is a country. And also, the Emperor beyond the sea happens to be Aslan's father. The really interesting thing with this part, with this thing about the deep magic at creation, and specifically the Emperor beyond the sea's role in this deep magic, is we actually get the story of the creation of Narnia in The Magician's Nephew. And what we see there is that out of nothing, the world of Narnia originates through song. But this song isn't sung by the Emperor beyond the sea. In fact, we never really encounter the Emperor beyond the sea in person. But instead, this song of creation that sings everything into existence is being sung by the lion. It's being sung by Aslan himself. Aslan, the son of the Creator, is the one we see actually bringing everything into being, bringing everything into existence. This is exactly what we hear about in John's Gospel today. It is Jesus, the Word, who is with God at the start of creation. It is Jesus, the Word, who brings all things into being. It is Jesus, the Word, who is, in fact, God himself. And just as it is Aslan who brings grace and salvation to Edmund, though he didn't deserve it, Jesus brings grace and truth to us all, even though we don't deserve it. It's important for us to understand that Jesus, the Word made flesh, is God come down in human form. It helps us understand what it is that God is doing so much better. It shows us the depths of God's love for us. It makes Jesus' work in this world all that more powerful because of the depth of love that it shows. We see that in Aslan too. Here's Aslan, who's the being who sang the entire world into existence, who allows the evil that entered the world of Narnia just shortly after this creation. He allows this evil that has plagued Narnia for all too long to kill him in order that he might protect another, in order that he might protect a young child, a child who is not even of his world. It is bold that the Creator would care so much about one person, even knowing that his sacrifice will cause death to turn backwards. Another thing to remember is that Aslan isn't just some sort of ethereal being, one that is present yet somehow not, there with us yet somehow otherworldly. As another lion in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe points out, Aslan includes himself with the lions. As they're preparing for the final battle with the White Witch, Aslan, in grouping everybody where they need to be, says, "Us, lions." Aslan is a physical being in Narnia and doesn't shy away from acknowledging that. He doesn't shy away from acknowledging his lionness, if you will. And just as Aslan is a physical being in Narnia, Jesus is a physical being in our world. That's important for us to remember too. God didn't just appear before us. God became one of us to live with us and to die for us. That human life that God lived starts now in the story of Jesus' birth. To truly understand the depth of what that means, we have to hear John's gospel today. It helps us to understand the depth of what God did. And it also helps to show us the true depths of God's love for us.